Hi, my name's Evan Mulch. I want to report a story to you that I think is very important. As many of you know, if you're a South Carolinian, you know that State Representative Josiah Madison stopped the health SAR bill from going through just a few days ago. And Governor McMaster, the next day, did a speech where he called for the South Carolina legislature to reconvene, although it was past sign and die. He called for the legislature to come back to pass the health SAR bill. So why is this health SAR bill such a big deal to Governor Henry McMaster? That's what we should be asking, because it's centralizing government. It's not decentralizing government. And we're finding out that South Carolinians do not want the health SAR bill. So why does Governor Henry McMaster want this bill so badly? Well, I think it has a lot to do with this man named Bill Stern. You can see that he's pictured here with President Donald Trump and President Lindsey Graham. Bill Stern is a heavy donor. He donates a lot of money to campaigns in South Carolina, and he's got a lot of pull. And he's got so much pull that he's donating enough to where he can get a lot of deals done through state elected officials in order to where it pads his pocket and makes him wealthy in the long run. Now, I'm going to show you some facts about his history. He's a lifelong Columbia resident and chairman of Stern Development. He's been married to his wife for 40 plus years. He has 3 children, Brian, Jason, and Benji. I think those names are important because as I went through the donations that have come through, those with the last name Stern, I did see, I think, 2 of his children that were donating to politicians as well. He's been one of the 12 original commissioners of the SC Council on the Holocaust. He was appointed by President Trump to be the trustee to the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Council in Washington, D.C. He has served as a member of the AIPAC National Council. For those that know what AIPAC is an illegal lobbyist organization because it should be foreign registered. It's not foreign registered, so it operates illegally. So this guy's actually on the National Council for AIPAC. He was recently honored at an event by Israel Bonds. Israel Bonds is an organization that is desiring states and individuals to buy Israeli bonds to benefit the state of Israel. And then he was recently awarded the Distinguished Service Award by the Columbia Jewish Federation. So this is a little bit of information about Bill Stern. His business, Stern Development, is located at 8910 Two Notch Road, which is the 5th floor of the BB&T building in Columbia, South Carolina. And the reason why I want to point this out is the businesses that he has used to donate to these, specifically to Governor McMaster's campaign for governor in 2018, came from this address. And we're going to go over those businesses real quick. You can see here on the left, there's a spreadsheet, and it shows all the donations that I found. Maybe there's more, but these are the ones that I found that went from Bill Stern to Governor Henry McMaster in 2018. And maximum donation amount is $3,500. You were allowed 3 donations because there was a primary runoff, and a general election. So I'm going to go through those really quick right now. These are from Stern Aviation. You can see I've got screenshots proving that each of these donations were made. Just in case there were any questions, I wanted to make sure that there's proof of this. And I found something here that is very alarming. I went to the Secretary of State's website, and I found that Stern Western donated 3 times to Governor Henry McMaster for his 2018 presidential campaign. According to the Secretary of State's website, it was no longer in existence. So that raises a red flag for me. Maybe the Secretary of State's website is incorrect and has listed it as dissolved, and it wasn't at the time? Or was he donating from an entity that was supposed to be dissolved? That's a big question. And as we go down here, you see that there's 3 donations from Bill Stern. And there were actually more from his family members that I did not include. But why is this important? He donated almost $100,000 to get Governor Henry McMaster elected. Do you think he did that just to say thank you for running and do your best patriotic duty for us while you're in office and provide us freedom? I hope he did that, but maybe he didn't. Maybe there's something on the back end he was expecting to make. Maybe it's a lease deal for merging 5 health agencies into one building that he would have the lease on. According to the South Carolina Daily Gazette, South Carolina could spend almost $500 million on this one lease deal. And if Bill Stearns, he actually already has the lease done. All that needs to happen is the state legislature needs to approve of this, and then the South Carolina Health SAR bill will merge all 5 agencies into one building, which should be deeply concerning to all South Carolinians. Now, also concerning to South Carolinians, State Treasurer Curtis Loftus a few months ago put $30 million of our money to purchase Israel bonds. Now, I showed you a few slides ago that Bill Stearns was honored by Israel bonds. This is an organization that is State of Israel first. It's not South Carolina first. It's State of Israel first. So why is $30 million when South Carolinians are hurting right now because of inflation? Why do we have $30 million floating around into foreign country bonds at this point? It just doesn't make much sense. But it happened, and Curtis Loftus did that. Now, also, you can see here, Curtis Loftus has benefited from Bill Stearns' donations. He got a $3,500 donation from Bill Stearns back in his 2018 election. So Curtis Loftus was helped by him, and it looks like to me we're seeing Bill Stearns being helped on the back end, which happens a lot of times when donors are wanting something more than just to get somebody elected. They want their pockets padded on the back end, and I think that's what's going on here. Representative Micajah Caskey, and forgive me if I said that incorrectly, but Representative Caskey wore a tinfoil hat on his head to make fun of those who were concerned about the health SAR bill. He called those who were concerned conspiracy theorists, although those who were concerned were saying, hey, Boston Consulting Group is the group that recommended this plan to us. Boston Consulting Group is tied with the World Economic Forum, the New World Order type groups, such as the World Health Organization. So it's easily seen that what they're doing is they are changing South Carolina to where it can integrate with the New World Order system. And those of us who want to keep a decentralized system are getting in the way of Boston Consulting Group, Governor Henry McMaster, and Bill Stearns from getting what they want. And Representative Caskey should be ashamed of himself, because the way he acted on the State House floor was a clown show. And I can just tell you by reading his social media posts, he's acting very poorly, and it's hard to respect the guy at this point for what he's saying. But he, as you can see here, received a donation from Bill Stearns back in his during his 2016 election. So a lot of money from Bill Stearns is tied to the people who are trying to get this health SAR bill through. Now, Congressman Thomas Massie just got through the primary in Kentucky, and it was only after AIPAC ran about $400,000 worth of ads trying to destroy his opportunity to be reelected as the congressman of his congressional district. Now, I mentioned before, Bill Stearns is a national council member of AIPAC. AIPAC is an illegal lobbying organization because it should be registered as a foreign lobbyist organization. So that's another questionable thing I think that Bill Stearns involved in that everybody should be aware of, and that our best congressman, Congressman Thomas Massie, was just targeted by this illegal lobbying organization with $400,000. That's a lot of money, but Congressman Thomas Massie came out on top, and what we have to do is come out on top in South Carolina, and Lindsey Graham for too long has been coming out on top, and I think a lot of it has to do with his ties to people like Bill Stearns, his ties with people like Benjamin Netanyahu. Lindsey Graham has not been America first probably since he was first elected. And I actually wonder if he was America first when he was first elected. But South Carolinians, we need to connect the dots. We need to dig deep. We need to take action. Join the John Birch Society. Become a member. Get emails from Palmetto State Watch. Tie yourself into news that feeds you the truth. Get involved in local organizations, because the devil is at our doorstep. we are going to lose this battle if we don't all take action and stop the health SAR bill. Now, I'm not saying if the health SAR bill passes that it's all over for us, but what I'm saying is we're allowing them to get key pieces on the chessboard moved in their favor, and we're not blocking their chess piece moves. And the New World Order will take us over unless we fight back. And Congressman Thomas Massie winning is showing that we are winning battles. We are making the right chess moves. And no matter what AIPAC does to destroy liberty in the United States of America, there are still enough Americans left that are taking action, and they will not stand for it. And so if you are one of those people, God bless you. I hope you take action after learning what I said in this video, and I hope you call Governor Henry McMaster, call your state senator, call your state representative, share this video with them, because they need to know that we are keeping an eye on who is donating to their campaigns and what they are getting on the back end. Thanks for watching.